Alright guys, welcome back. It's J-Dogs here, and we are not on Spiritcraft. This is my 200th episode. Well, not episode, 200th video. And in this video, I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a look at where it all started. This is my very first world that I ever played in. You can see these little towers around here. They were markers that I had. And yeah, I thought I'd give you guys a look back at something that you've never seen, which is the very first time that I ever played Minecraft. As you can see, I have so many little square houses around here. This is where my nether portal was, all kinds of stuff. But we're going to give you a little bit of a look around here. First things first, I had watched so many Pulsar's Jr. videos that you can tell that I've done his hermit, or not hermit holes, his murder holes here that he used to call them. And basically all it was is you would have these little spots where you could just go down right here and all the mobs would drop in and you could just kill them real easy. And they're still really effective, but not quite as effective as they used to be now that mob AI has been improved and everything like that. But they're still pretty good. And I made this little thing around the sides here, little wall, just to keep all the bad guys out. Over this way I had a few different redstone machines and farms and stuff like that. So this here, if you've ever seen one, this was a flower room where you could get seeds and stuff. You'd flick this little switch, and right down below here, there's redstone that would flick on and off really fast, and now I'm stuck down here. But you can see right there, there's that. How am I going to get out of here? There we go. But you would flick this lever here, and I'll turn it back on for a second. You guys can see it. I think there was a torch here somewhere. Yeah. So you can see how this flicks on and off, and with as dark as it would be in here, it would give it updates and allow for that to be turned on, for the seeds to pop loose. I'm getting jumbled up here trying to get in and out. But yeah, so there was that, and then next was these little farms that I had set up. This was a sugarcane farm, of course, and I had it set up to where you could flick this switch right here, and it would harvest all the sugarcane. As you can tell, it wasn't the most efficient. Several would get stuck, so if you popped it twice sometimes, it would get the rest. But most of the time I would just run along through here and pick up the rest. And then it all would get collected right down here in the center, which is not a little bad system. And I had two of them set up so it went to each side. And then over here I had basic wheat farm at the time. There were no carrots, there were no potatoes, and so this is where I would farm my wheat. And of course, I'll show you how it works, but none of them are grown up yet. But you would flick this lever here, and the water gets released from the pistons there, pushes it down to the edge here, and then the water current would take it all to here. Pretty good system. You could see that, you know, I had a nice little collection of stuff. Sugarcane, I had a nice little collection also. And I had tons of glowstone here from what I had gotten from the nether. Nice little view out the top and everything. It wasn't much. I know the decorations are far and few between on this, but I wasn't as so much worried about building and decorating as I was just exploring the game, surviving, and enjoying it. This here was a sand generator that I had built probably towards the end of when I stopped playing this single player. But I had made a bridge here. It no longer works. It kind of got blown up by a creeper. But you can see here, this sand wasn't actually here. There were pistons here, and they would drop down, and then if you hit this lever, they would push back up and make a little bridge that went across, so that I could be protected. And I also had another lever in here, right here, that would drop it down from the inside. So I had it hooked up to a switch where I could lower it from the inside and raise it from the inside, and as well as the outside. And I was going around filling this in with lava for protection and stuff like that. And then this was the sand generator. It was one I had found, and it used to work really, really good, and you can tell by all the sand that I have right here. I had used a lot of it up, but you know, I had quite a bit in storage, and yeah, it no longer works that great. I think it's completely broken. But I had used it in order to make this entire place here out of sandstone, so that was kind of neat. Over here, we'll go back and take a look again at this place. This was my main place where I lived, my home, and I had all kinds of pigs and dogs and oh, I don't want to let them guys loose. I had pigs and dogs and stuff, and these guys aren't supposed to be here. They were over here, and I had these little overhangs so that you know, they had somewhere to hide from the weather and everything, and just kind of random things. I had so many dogs, it wasn't even funny. I used to love having dogs all the time. And I think back on Spiritcraft, I may go back and get some dogs again. I really do like having them, but they were pretty glitchy for a while. This was just another entrance down to my basement, which you'll see here in a minute. Rest of my guys, different colored sheep, cows, all that good stuff. And this was my main house. Again, very derpy, just a big square, but it was kind of what I did when I first started out. This is the first room, just a couple signs, cats of course, all over the place. All kinds of random stuff in my chest here. But if you go over, there was a set of stairs that came down and a ladder that went up, so that I wouldn't have to jump every 5 seconds. So this was the second floor. This is about all the decoration that I ever did, was this little couch with a table here and some pictures. Nice views out through it, though. I remember sitting here several times, just AFK or whatever, and I'd leave myself sitting out through, you know, for the nice views and stuff. And then I made this little thing on top here, which originally was for me to stand up here and just peg off different mobs and stuff with my bow and make sure I was nice and safe. So that's what I would do. And this is actually, for a little bit of reference, this here was actually where I spawned in this world. Right about where that cocoa bean tree there is, where I had that farm set up, was my original spawn point. And I actually, there's a big hole that was underneath here, and that's where I lived at first. And that's where my basement now is. So you can kind of see here, we're going to take a look down there. And this is my bedroom. This is all it was just a bed. We're going to sleep real quick to get rid of the night. But like I said, there wasn't much to it as far as decorations or anything. These led out to the murder holes yet again. You can see where they went around the side here, and you know, just every few feet I would put another one. Over this way is that one that I just pointed out earlier that came down through here. And I had just a system set up to where I could just kind of run back and forth and check on all the mobs and see what I could kill for the evening. And that was my source of getting stuff. I didn't really have any dark rooms or anything built up. It was literally, you know, just random goofy things. Just stuff here that you can see that I had. Stuff here. There's my diamond armor. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I'm still wearing iron armor. I would keep my diamond armor in here for when I had the dragon fight and different things like that, but it was still just really low enchantments. Didn't have the greatest of bows. This is before bows would drop and stuff like that, so I didn't have a whole lot of points to spend. Little station here for brewing. Had all these stoves set up for cooking things. This was probably the neatest little thing that I had made. This was just a little switch here for a secret enchanting room. I thought that was kind of cool. It's also set up to where I believe you can close it from the inside, yeah. So the redstone behind that is kind of neat. We'll take a look real quick and I'll see if I can show you. May not be able to show you. I don't know. I don't remember how to get in there. Here we go. And I just messed it up probably. So that redstone is supposed to be here. Okay, so you can see it was just a lever sequence. nothing major hooked up. It was just redstone that went around to each lever, and it was set up to where, you know, one would deactivate, one would activate. Nothing big, and you can't really see the redstone on the netherrack here, unfortunately. But I thought I'd show it to you guys. It's kind of neat. Let's get our pick out here. Actually, I'm going to go out the other way here so I don't mess stuff up again. Right here. I thought there was an exit here. Maybe here. Yeah, here's an exit. And I just knocked one of my signs off. But let me fill this back in real quick. Alright. So anyways, put this stuff, get it out of my inventory. This was my storage area here. Nothing special yet again. Nether stuff, dirt. And I've always kind of labeled my stuff this way. This was my infinite water source, and I would just kind of go AFK here for random reasons. Oh, and I crashed the boat. Smooth. You can hear the animals like crazy. They used to get so annoying. I had this here, which was a drop down to my mine shaft. And then this here that went down to another little section that I had started doing. I was trying to make infinite lava sources at the time, and that was when I started this was right after they stopped where you could make them. And then I was messing around with infinite water sources, different ways to make them and stuff like that, because I was trying to learn how to, you know, do different things like that. Cobblestone generator. This was one of the first cobblestone generators I had ever made, and you can see, not super quick, but it was decent. And it would go 4 blocks high and then stop because the main floor was right there. But I'll kind of show you that too if you want to see it. Right here. And it's a really super simple design. It works even still now. You can see right there is where the lava is. The source meets up here. And then there's a bud detection switch that goes through there. I'll kind of go over this way so I could show you guys. It's a very simple setup. Sticky piston with some repeaters. And if you guys would like me to do a little bit of a tutorial on this, I can. I don't remember where I first found it, but it was a really cool design. There's a piece of glass right under this here. You can see, well, or a half slab maybe. And then just a little bit of redstone right there. But it was kind of neat. I enjoyed using it. It was an easy way of getting cobblestone without having to go just randomly mining and stuff. We'll put that there. And over here, I believe, was just another room. Let me see. Yeah, this was just another room that I was going to be using for something else. I don't remember what it was, but I had never gotten to it. I do believe I have killed the dragon on here. I'll have to go back and check. This was a little bit of a back entrance to another place here, but I'm going to go around the outside to show you guys that. Only because it's probably one of the bigger builds that I've done. Oh, by the way, over here is a water drop that also goes down to my mine shaft area. Nothing really special down there. And then this was the other thing to get back in. I had stuck ladders here so I could just step back out without having to jump. Right here on this level is where we want to go. And you can see, and I think that's about as much as I had done for decorations around the house, as I put some bushes up and stuff. This was a huge structure, and again, it's kind of derpy looking, well, really derpy looking. But it was a structure that I had built, and basically, I wanted it to be able to be where I could grow all kinds of different things inside. And we'll go down and I'll show you guys what I used to do here. My first little mushroom house that I ever grew, using the way of doing mushrooms, whoops, which you guys probably know. If you don't know, I can tell you about it now. Basically, you just need a dark spot enough to where you can grow a mushroom here. and then up here it's at 10 blocks high, and then you just make this little shape right above it. Make sure you light it up so monsters don't spawn above you. I made that mistake once. And you can just put the mushroom here and bone meal it. This was a tree farm that I had done, which is very basic. It's basically you can pick at almost any type of tree. I don't know if jungle would work here. It's pretty tall still. 1 second while I cough here for a second. Okay. But yeah, it's very basic. You just plant whatever type of tree you want here. And once you chop it down, the others can start working on growing. The saplings will fall here, which get pushed into a center area there, along with any blocks that you might not pick up when you're chopping it. And it all gets pushed right down here, which is very simple. It's not very hard to set up. And like I said, I think you could pretty much do any kind of tree here. The jungle trees might have a little bit of hard time growing. The single high jungle trees, that is. Because of the height and how they would grow and stuff like that. But I know birch work fine, spruce work pretty decent, except you can't grow them all at the same time. You just have to chop down the ones that do grow and then bone meal, where they're about 2 away from each other or so. This here was just another little storage area where I had a bunch of stuff. This was a pretty neat design that I'd done. Again, just some basic redstone. I had pumpkins and melons here, and I had it set up to where all you have to do is flip this switch, and I'll kind of make it to where you guys can see it. And they all pop up, flip it back down, and they can all start growing again. And you get all these pumpkins and watermelons going on. And so that's part of the reason for the longest time I used to eat nothing but pumpkin or watermelons, is because they were so easy to grow, and you could just kind of put them there. And I had more cats out here. This was my swimming pool. I don't know why I did this. And then this was my cactus farm, which actually works pretty well still. And you get about 7 pieces each time you harvest, or what, 8? 9, 10. Okay, so I guess I get 10. So you get 10 pieces, I guess. I think it was actually more than that, but they weren't all the way grown. But it's a neat little design, but there's much easier designs nowadays. I just thought this was kind of cool, and I wanted to show it to you guys. The other exit that I was talking about earlier is right over there. And let's see. I'm trying to remember what all is here still. There's a rail here that leads to where I found the end portal. And I believe I had the dragon killed. I don't think I had an ender farm set up. But this was also how I got my on a rail achievement for this, I believe. Because the railing from here to there was really far. And I don't think I have a minecart. We might go on a ride there. But a few other things that I had found were, I had a lava pool up here, which I was using lava to cook stuff. You'll see here I have it kind of mined out, I think. Yeah. I think actually it was all gone. I had used it all up. But anyways, this was my little tree farm. I had jungle trees, birch trees, oak trees, and then I had the spruce that were over there in inside the main farm. This is what I used before I had that final one done over there. And then of course I had, some cocoa beans growing on this. Nothing set up automatic or anything like that. It's just a basic farm. It was this was just after I had they had released the cocoa beans, because or actually this might actually be from a time that I had come back and planted these. I don't know.
We were playing before the cocoa beans.
That's possible.
Were even, the only thing we were eating was bread, watermelon.
I don't remember. I don't remember for sure, but yeah, it's a pretty neat thing, guys, and I thought I'd show it off to you. It's something that brings back a lot of memories for me, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. It was really neat, and yeah, So on that note, a little bit of a talk to you guys, and we're going to go in F5 mode here so you can see me. There we go. But anyways, yeah, I really appreciate you guys. I want to say thank you for sticking around and watching my videos and showing me all the love and appreciation you guys do. There's a lot of things that wouldn't have been possible without, the support of you guys. And first things foremost, I would have never made it to 200 videos. That is something that honestly I never thought I would have the ambition to do, and I really hope that we keep on going with this. I have lots of new series coming out, lots of new content, and I really think you guys are going to start enjoying a lot more things that are coming out on this channel. If for any reason you guys have any suggestions or comments or criticism or anything like that, you guys always know, just put it down in the section right below, or you can contact me over Twitter, Facebook, or anything like that. And I'm always willing to talk to anybody. We have the TeamSpeak now and SpiritCraft and all kinds of different things going on that when I first did this world, I would have never imagined that that any of this would have been turned into SpiritCraft. So, but yeah, I really want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all your appreciation there. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace out.